Is Punishing Gray Raven worth playing in 2025? Well, I have never played this game before, so let's jump straight into this and see, shall we? Now, straight away, I'm going to come out and say I have basically zero idea about anything in this game. The combat, the story sort of plot, I know basically nothing. All I know is that it's not voiced, but it's mostly just reading dialogue. And also, it's got a relatively dark story. So let's actually jump into this and see how it is. I'm probably going to be skipping over most of the story stuff because it's reading. I think it is combat time. I do believe this is a pretty difficult combat system. So let's see how I handle it, because skill issue is a massive problem for me. Let's have a look at this combat. So basic attacks are basic attacks. Yeah, that's pretty standard. I guess that's sort of like a skill kind of thing. Those are some really weird controls. J is apparently normal attack. That's gonna take some getting used to. It's got dodging systems. That's sick. I like dodging. This seems like pretty good dodging as well. The animations on the dodges looks pretty sick. It doesn't look like you use the mouse for anything really. It's all keyboard based. Okay, that is quite interesting. The combat though does seem pretty cool. Obviously, I don't think we've sort of scraped the surface of it very much yet, but it does feel pretty sick, although those controls are something else. I'm gonna need to get used to them. I will say the character models look really cool. It is kind of weird though to have it in this novel style. I'm not used to novel style stories at all, and the story so far seems okay. Seems pretty interesting. With any game, it's going to take me like an hour or two to actually sort of feel out and see how I'm enjoying it. But so far, it seems pretty sick. Just very different to what I'm used to playing with my Genshins and Wuthering Waves and stuff. I definitely feel like this game is slightly more targeted towards mobile, just because the controls don't feel like something you'd normally see on PC. Not to say it's bad on PC, it just feels like it's more targeted towards mobile gaming. Oh yeah, no, I see the need for dodging here. Yeah, okay, dodging is very essential in this game. I'm gonna need a nail in this dodging. Oh wait, cutscene. Let's see how these cutscenes are. Hello? Excuse me. How is this the first cutscene in the game? That was an incredible cutscene. God damn, okay. I'm even more hyped now. That was unbelievable. The first cutscene of the game, and it looked like a straight up anime. Also, the visuals in some of these not cutscenes, sort of novel page story things looks incredible. Like, that looks sick. Okay, that seems to be the intro all done. By the looks of things, it's not an open world game. It looks like you do like chapters in specific battle domains, kind of. There are lots of stuff appearing on my screen, and I don't know what they all mean. Like, why have we got 8 billion different types of attacks right now? The combat is definitely more difficult than we were in Genshin. I don't fully understand it, but I guess I will as I play more, I guess. I'm not really too sure, but we'll figure stuff out. Same goes for the story. I'm slightly confused on what's happening, but again, I guess we'll figure it out. That being said, if you have any tips on how to properly play this game, do let me know, because I feel like I'm gonna need it. Because as I said, the only thing I've really seen about this game is a tiny bit about the story, and that's about it, really. There's only really one reason I actually decided to play this game in the first place, and that was because probably about a week ago, I was just on Instagram and a edit of, I can't remember her name, but this character popped up on my recommended. And I was like, yes, she is cool. I need to play PGR now. So yeah, aside from that, I have no real clue how this game functions or what the story's about. So we are going into this very blind. And if I enjoy it, I'll play it more. And if you guys enjoy this video, I'm actually somewhat tempted, if I actually like the game, to do like a playthrough and have like longer videos where I just sort of play through the story for like, you know, an hour or so video and put it like an hour playthrough videos every month or so. So if you guys are interested in that, let me know, because I wouldn't mind doing that. Something a little bit different, and I can play through a new game without trying to grind a ton of stuff. I can just play it a bit more casually. I'm starting to get a hang of this combat now. It seems like we can either use the number one key to use the first attack, or if there's two little attack icons, we can press 2 or 3 to go to a different attack. Like now, if I wanted to use that blue one, I could press 2 and it would use the blue one. I'm assuming this is like different versions of skills and stuff. It's definitely a lot more complex than other games. Now we get the leveling up process. Okie dokes. And this is something. We can promote them. Sure. And then this is like your ability leveling up, your skill leveling up. This is normal character leveling up. I believe from memory, this evolve thing, you can rank them up to like A's and S tiers and stuff. But I don't really know how that works or how you do that, but I'm assuming they'd probably tell us somewhere at some point. Also, now we can have a look at some of the other characters, which I'd have to say, character designs in this game, very, very good. They look very, very sick. But one character in particular, where are you? Aha, you. I need her. She is the reason I wanted to play this game. The entire reason I actually decided to play this game is because I want to play with jetavie? I don't know how to pronounce your name, but you. I need to acquire you. Although I'm not sure how you acquire characters in this game, but I guess I will find out. Also, there's quite the number of characters. We get a free S rank already, I think. Bro, I don't know what's happening. Okay, let's have a look now what we've got, because we're in the main menu now. So this appears to be a equivalent of the event page. So these are like your different events you can choose. No, this is events. What is this then? Bro, I am so confused. What is everything? Yeah, okay, skins are definitely a thing in this game by the looks of things. Also, remember, there's not 50-50s in this game. I think it's just, you just get the character. I'm gonna need to do some figuring out with this, but I would like to do, we can't do that, okay. I'm assuming this is like trial stuff, I'd say, probably. Yeah, okay, I don't know what's happening, but I'm gonna go use this thing, because we get to pick a free S rank. Let's see, because I'm just playing this game for funsies, let's just pick a character that I like the look of the most. So we can get either her, this dude, her, or this dude. I'm kind of vibing with this. Her design kind of looks cool. I don't know if she's good. I'm going with her. I like her design the most. Boom, I want you. Thank you. We can evolve characters. So I can use these things, the inverse shards, to rank up characters through each phase. And then I'm assuming once you get to phase 10, then you can rank up to the next evolution. And how does one get these? Who knows? Okay, we will figure that out, I guess. Well, let's level you up, because I'm assuming you're going to be our best character. We can rank you up a bit, and you've got some skills we can level up. I'm just pressing buttons. I don't know what I'm doing. Let's jump back into the mission, because I think I need to complete missions to do pulling. And you best believe that's what I'm trying to get to. Yes, you are going to be our main starter. What does this button do? We can't do that. Okay, sure. Let's just jump into this. If you cannot tell, I have no clue what I'm doing, which is generally the case when I start a new game. I just press buttons and try to figure stuff out. Fighting time? Yes, we can try out my new character. Let's have a look at S rank characters. Oh, okay. Big attacks. I like to see that. I definitely vibe with this character. I'm glad I picked her. Just smacking people with the, I don't know, big metal tube. I don't know what that thing is. This is definitely my favorite part of the game so far. The combat in this game is very, very fun. I just would like it to be able to be used with the mouse instead of the keyboard, just because I find it a little bit clunky having to use the keys. Especially when there's like enemies on either side of you. You can't really like look side by side to get to the different enemies. You sort of have to just rely on the auto target, which isn't incredible from what I've seen. Gives 6-star memories. What are memories? I kind of feel like they're artifact sets or the equivalent of that. Ooh, yes, memories. You can equip up to 6 memories. Memories are definitely artifact equivalents. We can equip to a 6-piece. So I'm assuming you'd go with like a 4-piece plus another 2-piece. Now, I seem to be getting a lot of free pulls, but I don't know how to use them, which I don't like. I want to be able to use the pulls I'm getting, but I suppose that will unlock somewhere at some point. In the meantime, I guess we just continue going through the story. What are these things? Oh, wait, I can use the mouse. That makes me a lot more happy with this. Also, we're going to turn this background music just down slightly because it's kind of loud. What happened to being able to use the mouse as attack button? I thought they said I could use the mouse as an attack button, but I can't. I'm going to need to look at those settings again. It works for dodging. I can, like right now, I'm using the mouse. I can dodge. I can't attack though. Wait. Is this pulling time? R&D, is this pulling? I think this is pulling. Haha. Okay, pulling animation. Let's see. I don't know what is what, but we get a bit of B rank. Sick. Now, this is the pulling stuff, I believe, right? I'm not going crazy. Yes, we select a rate up character. I feel like I should probably go with someone that isn't attacking, so we'll go with you. What is all this? Themed event construct, fate themed construct, arrival construct, and fate arrival construct. I don't know what any of that is, but this is all S rank characters. The base one is this for weapons? I want you. If I just do a research 1 now, if I just do this, do I get character that I want? Is that how this works? I guess it is how this works. We have the character that I wanted to play this game. What? That made no sense. I've got the character that made me want to play this game. That made more sense. This is a whole separate type of pulling thing. How do we get stuff for this? I want your weapon, but I suppose I can't get your weapon. And now this is using the other tickets for the S rank characters. Okay, yeah, whatever. I don't know how that pulling system works. Also, I don't want to level you up. What's this? Coating. Details. What is this? This is how I can learn about people's skills. Yeah, I don't know how this works. Whatever, we'll figure it out at some point. What I care about, though, is this lovely new character here. I am going to be leveling... Can I level you up? Yes, I can.
This is almost too easy compared to the training I had to go through back in the Matrix.
Why'd you come from the Matrix? I'm leveling you all the way up. Because I am 100% maining you. Now, do I know how this rank up stuff works? Or no, I'm just pressing buttons. And I'm going until it won't let me go anymore. So let's level up your skills. I'm just going to level everything up. I don't know what I need to do, what's good, what's not, whatever. Everything gets leveled up. I'm going to need to do so much research in how this game works. Because I'm just pressing buttons at this point and hoping things work. There, sure. You have some levels. Can I evolve you or not? Probably not. No, because I don't have any of these and I don't know how I get these. Research. Oh, I get them from getting copies of you. Okay. Also, you can have some new memories. I don't know if there's a set you specifically want, but we don't really have a lot of choice, so whatever works, I guess. Would you look at that? We can evolve you. Sure, why not? I'm assuming this is only for this one character, so I guess we can just evolve you all the way. You could now go up to B rank. No, A rank, sorry. Okay, well that actually makes sense. That's interesting design. Haven't really seen that in many gacha games, but does make sense. Unlike everything else in this game where there's too many bloody menus, why is there more researching banners? We get another jetavie. Is this how this works? That is how that works. Okay. So as long as you're selected, I'm just going to get multiple copies of you. Perfect. I don't want any other character. Which means you can, I'm assuming, evolve up once more. Or 18 more, apparently. Sure. We almost got you up to S rank. Let's jump into the next main story then, I guess. Please combat. I want to see what jetavie does. I'm probably butchering her name and I'm really sorry. What do you do? A gun character. And I look like I can just spam this. I don't know how she works, but she does some stuff. She seems to just jump around and shoot things. Which, sure, I guess that's a combat style. Before we jump into this 110, I'm going to go actually figure out how this bloody game works and how the characters work and what all this interface stuff is. And then I'll get back to this and we can continue on with the main story. And I'm probably just going to complete this graffiti art story for this video. We'll just complete the first story with 50% of the way through. Okay, we are back. I have done a bit of research into how this game works with the UI and everything. So much research, in fact, that it is now the next version, I guess, and we have the Devil May Cry collab. I'm going to be completely honest, I entirely forgot was a thing until I got in here and the game updated, but I now understand roughly what all of the different buttons are. A lot of this stuff is endgame content or like endgame battle stuff and daily check-ins and whatever, because there's a lot of endgame stuff in this game, which makes sense because it's not an open world. You can't explore the open world. The only sort of thing you can do is going and fighting stuff. So a lot of the stuff in here is endgame, so I can sort of forget about most of it considering I'm mainly playing this game for story. And then I also learnt with the whole combat thing, I was using it wrong. I needed to change like the camera mode or something to be able to use the mouse to attack. And also with the wishing, I kind of learnt what I need to do here. This is pulling for your S rank characters. You basically want to ignore these fate ones because these fate ones are very gambly. They just have a ton of pity. I don't remember if there's a benefit to them or not, but you basically don't want to pull on them. You just want to pull on the normal ones because they just have the normal 60 pity. And these are your event banners that swap up. And then this is the base banner, which I believe is not ones that like to have a time limit to them. These are just like basically a standard banner, except I can choose which character I want to get. And I know there is one of these that's really good for Jetavie. That is how her name is pronounced. I was screwing it up for the entire start of this video, but I don't remember who is good. I know one of these is good and you need to select them, but I forget. But this is a standard banner, basically. Also, I don't know when we got it, but we got a ton of event construct R&D tickets. So I need to pick someone to pull for. And I should probably have a look at Jetavie's team so I can figure out what character I should get for her. Well, I did just go look at some teams. I think Lilith is probably the best one to run with for Jetavie. I honestly don't know. There wasn't a whole lot, but we have a bunch of pulls over here, so you best believe I'm doing a bunch of those pulls. And by a bunch of pulls, I mean we have a 10 pull. So do we see anything interesting? I like this 10 pull animation. We can see exactly where in the pool our certain characters or rank characters are. So we're going to see a rank, I believe, on the second last pull. Boom. You don't know what you do, but sick. You look kind of cool. Okay, well, that's enough messing around with some pulls because I don't have any left. Let's continue along with the story, shall we? Also, is this the thing for Dante? I should probably do that. I should probably get Dante because he is free. Virgil is not free. You need to pull for him. At least that's what I believe. Dante you can get for free, so I should probably go do that, although I don't know where that is. I realized I can do this, and now I can use my mouse to attack, which is much, much better. And we can jump straight back into my favorite part of this game so far, using Jetavie in combat. Now, I'm hoping we're seeing another cutscene at some point, because the cutscenes in this game are incredible, at least from the one cutscene I've seen. Ooh, is this a boss fight? Fun. I like boss fights. Oh my goodness, that did a lot of damage. Hello? Black screen? Yes, this is some gameplay right here. Best game ever released. This is the best gameplay I've ever experienced. I don't think this could get any better. No, genuinely, when is this black screen going away? Hello? I just clicked on the screen then and then it went away. Was I supposed to put in auto? Was that supposed to go away? That seems really weird. You had to click on the screen when it just faded to black, but sure, whatever. Okay, boom. There is another battle completed. We can level up the commandant to level 8. I figured now that we are in between stories, we're going to do some more leveling up because, I mean, why the hell not? I don't know what I'm supposed to be leveling up. I'm just clicking buttons and leveling things up. And yes, I'm only leveling up Jetavie because I only really care about Jetavie. And to be fair, I don't know how much of this game I'm going to play, so I'm just going to level up the character I really enjoy the most. How have I not fully cleared this? I've got 36 of 36, but apparently I haven't fully cleared it. Is it because I'm running on normal? I can do more of this, but I need to complete more story. Well, that is the graffiti art story as done as I technically can for now. We can level up the commandant to level 11 just from doing some stuff in here. Also, they just gave us like a 10 pull. So we're going to do that 10 pull. And we are going to get another copy of jetavie. Or 2 copies. Oh, 2 copies. Hell yes. I do believe they are guaranteed. Okay, never mind. They're not guaranteed to be jetavie. I thought they were guaranteed to be jetavie, but apparently not. The one we got before must have just been a bit lucky. Although I did just see a copy of jetavie, I think that was. Don't know, but there's some more jetavie. Which means jetavie can evolve a ton now. We can get her up to S rank. And we can go through S rank as well a bit. We can get her to S6. Hell yeah. That's good. More unlocking the better. Because now we have a stronger jetavie. I just got a better weapon for our Ember. So far, I am enjoying this game quite a bit. It's definitely quite difficult to get used to. Because obviously, I'm not used to this style of game. But I am enjoying it quite a bit. And jetavie is a very, very cool character, and I'm very stoked I have her. Also, this swaps up a little bit of the design on her legs. I'm going to go with that one. I thought that looks cooler, I guess. And then the last one just removes the whole goth vibe she's got going on. But yeah, I'm definitely enjoying this game quite a bit. If you would like to see a bit more of a playthrough of this game, where I sort of, go through and just sort of play the game in longer episodes and work through completing all the sort of main story and whatever, do let me know, because I would be very happy to do that. Is this all the story we've got to do? God, that's a lot of story. But yeah, for this video, that's where I'm going to leave it off. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you like this video, the lovely YouTube algorithm thinks you'll also like this video. And with that being said, I will see you all in the next one. Good. Bye.